guys, it's Jay, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, we're going to do my monthly wrap up. So, my wrap up of October only. I didn't do my wrap up of September, but, anyways, I'm gonna do a wrap up in January of every book I read in the year. So, the first book that I read this month was A Court of Wings and Rune by Sarah J. Maas. The third book in Akatar. I really liked it. I actually rated it or 5 star. I rated it 5 star. So yeah, it's a fae fantasy, and this is like the war book in the series. So yeah, and I really liked it. It's one of my best read in the month. I think it's my second best read in the month. For my second book, I read The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. So this book is like a girl. She went to this summer camp when she was little, and our 3 friends went missing, and then she goes back years later when she's older as a camp counselor, I think. And yeah, she's roomed with 3 other kids. She goes to that camp as a camp counselor, and we kind of see how she relieves through her trauma, let's say. And I rated this one a 4.5, I think. A 4. I rated this one a 4. It's not my favorite read from Millie Sager, but it's still pretty good, and I don't really mind it. I wasn't having a lot of expectation for this book, so it still went through, and I do recommend it. As my third book, I read Unravel Me by, I'm sure I'm gonna miss up her name, Taera Mafi, Mrs. Mafi. Yeah, I actually read the old series except Shatter Me and Destroy Me this month. So read Unravel Me. It's about a girl named Juliet. She has a lethal touch. Pretty sure everyone knows the Shatter Me series by now. I rated this one a 3 star. Was it my favorite book? I'm not gonna lie, I don't really remember the whole series. Like, I remember the series, but I don't remember what happens in the books. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just don't remember what happens. I can differentiate the books from one another. So yeah, Unravel Me, rated it 3 stars. It's good dystopian. Then I read Fracture Me, which is a novella. It's Adam's novella. Not a big fan of Adam. Don't think a lot of people are a big fan of Adam. So actually read it is novella 2 stars. I can't say a lot about it because I don't remember it. I think the thing that I remember the most about this series is literally Kenji and Azero. And I think they should have an whole ass series to themselves. I love them. They're my girlfriend and boyfriend. And that's it. So after that, of course, I read Ignite Me, the third book in the original trilogy. Yeah. And this one I rated 4.5 stars. So yeah, it's a good one. What I'm gonna say the difference. The 3 first books, so the original trilogies, except for the 2 novellas in between them, are all in Juliet perspective, but I think when we go into Restore Me, we get different POVs from other character. Of course, Juliet is still the main character, and we still get our point of view. But for example, in Restore Me, we get Warner and Juliet's point of view, and I think that's when I kind of started really liking this series, even though I'm pretty sure I rated all the books 4.5 from now on. So yeah, this one's also 4.5. It's good. It's good. I like it, and yeah, I recommend the series. It's not my favorite series, but I do recommend it. Then after that, I read Shadow Me, which is a Kenji novella. Loved it. It's fucking Kenji. Who doesn't like Kenji? Which I also ended up. No, I did not rate it 4.5. I rated it 4 stars, which is pretty good for a novella, because I don't think a lot of novellas get that much high rating. So yeah, it's a good one. I like the Kenji novellas a lot. And then we have Define Me, which we get Kenji, Juliet, and Warner's POV, I think. I might be wrong. Also 4.5. It's good, and I do like that all the books have like a little thing on top of it. Like this one, it says, "They want me to forget," and it's crossed out because Juliet does that a lot in her POVs. And then under it, it says, "I will always remember." See? Yeah. And so then I read Reveal Me, which is also a Kenji novella. And if I don't fail, I think a lot of people say that the novellas are not so important if you want to read the Shadow Me series. I personally think Reveal Me is kind of important for the book coming after it. Or is it Shadow Me? No, it's Reveal Me. Yeah, I feel like, I don't remember if it was Shadow Me or Reveal Me that kind of, I think it was Reveal Me that kind of like made me think like, no, you actually need to read that one. So yeah, and the novellas are short and they're really good. So I will still read them. So yeah, Reveal Me I rated a 4.5. Kenji POV get I rated. And then I read Imagine Me, technically the last book in the series. This one is also Kenji, Ella, Juliet. I don't think we get Warner. We don't get Warner this one, because the next novella is about Warner. So yeah, this one messed me up a lot, because well, we go through a lot of, Julia is going through a lot in this one, and it's probably one of my favorite book in this series, if not from Shadow Me. So yeah, I really like this one. It's a good one. Really love it. I rated it though a 4.5. Yeah, and then I read Believe Me, which is a Warner novella that also ended up rating a 4.5, which is after Imagine You, so when they're done with the establishment and everything. Yeah, and it's a lot. I was sad a lot for Warner in this one. I think every novella from Warner's point of view, like Destroy Me or Believe Me, are kind of sad. Destroy Me was more like into the mind of Warner as a character that was probably 8 back in the days when Shadow Me was the only book out. So yeah, it was kind of good. And then I went back to the ACOTAR series. It took me a while to get there, but I did. I read A Court of Frost and Starlight, which is the novella of ACOTAR. is the only novella in it. There's a lot of POVs in it. We only get Morrigan, Cassian, Briss, and Farah, I think, in it. It's pretty good. I think I rated it before like 4.5, but it's pretty much a 4.5. I think at first I rated it 5 though, but it's a 4.5 without a question. So yeah, it's a good one. It's little, it's good. And then I read A Court of Silver Flame, which is my favorite book in the whole series. It's Nesta and Cassian POV. Yeah, and it's long. It's the biggest book in the series for the moment, but I love it, and it's beautiful. I love Nesta. Nesta is one of my favorite characters actually in the whole series, and it goes way into deep into her emotional being, and I love it. I love it absolutely. I can see a lot of people hating her, but when this comes out, when you read this one, you love her. And yeah, I love the Valkyries also in it. I love Gwen and Marie's friendship with Nesta. I love this little trio. And yeah, I love the House of Gwen a lot too in this book. And it's actually my most rated book in the series this month. Don't Fall Stack. It's a 6 star. A 6 stars. So it's definitely my favorite in the series. So this is all the books that I read in my video today. I'll see you guys in my next one, next Friday, like always. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you. Bye bye.